Thank you very much, Assistant Deputy Minister Kurtz. We're going to move very quickly to a very brief presentation by our own Heather Hall of the Geography Department here at Queen's and Jeff Dixon, and then we'll take a short break.
Well, I'm going to make this a little bit interactive and very brief. We've been talking about community competitiveness so far this afternoon, and we want to highlight a few resources that the KIS project has to help your community be more effective, be more competitive in your local marketplace and in the global marketplace. I'm just going to put my slides here. So what I want you to do, I want you to take out your package that you have with you today, and you only need to remember one thing from this presentation. There's a bookmark in your package. I know we're all very tired. Our brains are very full. So if you can read what this bookmark says, what's the web link there? www. That's all you need to remember. So we talked about many different resources and initiatives that are happening with the KIS project. One I want to highlight are the knowledge syntheses. You have a sample in your package. It's a synthesis on tourism. What we do is we send grad students out to look for the best research they can find on issues identified in the discovery workshops. So one of the key issues from the community is tourism. So we went to research like Dr. Ritchie's, research like work coming from the Ontario Ministry of Tourism. We put it into a 4 or 5 page summary for you. We've done 15 of these so far. We have several more on the go. So they include tourism, entrepreneurship, youth retention. And so if you look at the tourism one you have there, it talks about destination competitiveness, tourist motivations, many of the things we heard about today. And if you like that one, you can find part 2 at, say it with me now, www.easternontarionowledge.ca. Beautiful. Okay, you've heard about the success stories. We profiled the Eastern Ontario Wood Centre this morning. We have profiled we have 12 published so far. We have 6 more coming in the next week or month or two. And this coming year, we are looking to profile 20 more success stories. So if you would like to read about more success stories, you can find them for free at easternontarionowledge.ca. Great. And if you know of a success story in your community, we would love to hear about it. And you can find our contact information at www.easternontarionowledge.ca. Beautiful. I think I said that alone. Okay, you heard about some of the consulting work we're doing, like what we did with Levac apiaries. We have done 7 or 8 projects. We have 2 more coming up in May, and we are looking to profile do at least 5 more free consulting projects with local businesses and community organizations. So you know where to go if you would like to get in touch with us, if you know an organization in your community who could benefit from consulting services. We have a lot of great faculty research that we're disseminating as well. And Dr. Betsy Donald from the Department of Geography here. She's done a wonderful report with Prince Edward County on the rural creative economy. That report is available to you for free at easternontarionowledge.ca. So we encourage you, if you're interested in that, benefit from that research. We've got some great research from Dr. Alison Blais-Palmer and others as well. You heard from Dr. Blais-Palmer this morning, so you know the type of work that's coming from there. So everything is available at our website. All the conference proceedings from today will be available there as well. We have a YouTube page, so you'll find video footage there. All the slideshows will be available for presentation. We've been taking pictures and video. If you don't want to be in those, just let us know, and we'll make sure you don't appear there. But that's where it's going. Your beautiful face will be there. And I'm just going to ask Heather Hall. She's a PhD candidate from our Department of Geography here at Queen's. Maybe, Heather, if you could just share some of the recent developments on our blog, which is also available at easternontarionowledge.ca. And maybe if you could just tell us about some of the recent stories coming out of our blog.
All right, as Jeff mentioned, my name's Heather Hall. I'm a third-year PhD student in the Department of Geography. And just really quickly, I'm just going to go over an overview of who we are, who the bloggers are, and what the purpose of the blog is, and then a few of the topics that we've done over the last few months that really relate to tourism. And then we'll also kind of talk to you about how you can get involved if you're interested in the blog. So just very, very quickly, we're a 5-member team, and it's led by Dr. Betsy Donald from the Geography Department. And we all have our own research interests, which bring a really unique component to the blog because we're able to talk about a variety of topics. So for example, Claire, who's a second-year PhD student in the department, she really comes from a policy background and worked for many years with OMAFRA, so she brings that to the table. As well, her research here is looking at creative economy as well as sustainable transportation and the rural food economy. We also have Nathaniel, who's a third-year PhD student, who's looking at the creative economy and ideas of governance in North American cities. We have a new blogger who's a third-year PhD student named Kayan, and she's interested in transnationalism, issues of citizenship, and immigration. So that's a really interesting component to bring to, I think, the blog in Eastern Ontario. And then with myself, I'm really interested in regional economic development and regional planning, and most of my work has been in Northern Ontario, so I'm able to bring those experiences from the North to Eastern Ontario and hope that there's lessons that we can learn from each other and share. So I'm just going to go through some slides really quickly. This is all going to be up on the website, and I just kind of gave a brief overview of all of us, so it's not really that important. So in terms of what the Creative Communities blog is, our real goal is to kind of look at what the challenges and opportunities for economic development in Eastern Ontario are. We also like to bring recent success stories in Eastern Ontario and also talk about the issues that are facing smaller communities in rural areas. We have also talked about strategies for entrepreneurship development, business attraction and retention, creative economy, community resilience, and revitalization. We have at times brought in material from experts from North America and around the world. We also like to keep on top of recent policy developments with the federal and provincial government. And we've been managing about 2 to 3 blogs a month, and we hope that in the next few months that number is going to increase now that we have Kayan and Nathaniel blogging with us. In terms of some of the recent blog topics that we've had dealing specifically with kind of tourism development, Nathaniel did a really interesting piece that looked at a destination hotel in Belleville that was planned for development. And he really questioned whether or not that fit in with the overall regional tourism strategy in Eastern Ontario that seems to be more centered on small-scale establishments and the rural food economy. Claire has written extensively on bike-friendly or cycling-friendly communities and walkable communities. And with that, she brings her own experiences of having cycled all over the world and in Eastern Ontario. She's provided a number of bike-friendly strategies, and one of her ideas is to create a cheddar wheeling initiative, which would basically connect a lot of the cheese factories in and around Eastern Ontario with bikers so that they could go to those points of interest. But it could be really used with any type of similar industry in the region. She's also suggested that communities might want to market bike brochures where the cyclists could come and see where the paths are and what are points of interest along the way that they should stop at, and where maybe they could spend the night or get food and things like that. Recently, Kayan did a very interesting blog on tourist immigrants in rural Eastern Ontario, and it really stemmed from her experiences of her and her friends traveling to Prince Edward County. And all of them are skilled immigrants from Jamaica. And so she talked about her experiences and her friends' experiences, which they had a wonderful time, and cited it to be all the people and businesses. They got lost along the way, and they stopped along the side of the road to ask a gentleman for directions, and he was really friendly and helped them get to where they were going, and they had an amazing time. So she suggests that rural Eastern Ontario might want to create strategies that look at attracting immigrants to the region as tourists, and she felt that that was something that really hasn't been looked at yet. And so those are just a few of the blogs that we've been doing over the last few months that deal with tourism. We have many, many more, and I encourage you to come and visit us. And if you'd like to get involved, we do need you because this is a two-way discussion. You visit the easternontarioknowledge.ca website. I'm not going to make you repeat it. And if you look either on the left-hand side or at the top, the Creative Community blog is one of the tabs. If you'd like to write a comment, you don't have to register, you just post, and it's an option on every blog. And if you'd like to be notified whenever there is a blog updated, you can sign up for our RSS feed. And we hope that you will become involved. We also accept guest bloggers, so if you'd like to blog yourself, we welcome you. And if you have any ideas or blog topics, we welcome those as well. And then I'll throw it back to Jeff, who's going to sum up.
Thanks, Heather. And just one last point. That's one area where we're doing Web 2.0 or social media. We're very involved in this. We've just launched a Facebook page. We've also been on Twitter now for about 8 months. We have about over 100 followers, and we're always learning. Just today at lunch, one of our undergrad RAs taught me what hashtags were. So today's hashtag for this conference is KIS 2010. If you don't know what that means, you're missing out on an incredible promotional opportunity that's free to you. So come talk to me about social media afterwards. And again, we encourage you, visit our website, easternontarionowledge.ca, where you can find access to all these resources for free.